Hi, and welcome to the Warhammies. Today we're going to be running my Warp Rider build. It's all about maintaining the highest level of peril possible for the most benefits. You know the drill. We'll run through the loadout and talents, and then get on to some gameplay. If you enjoyed the video, and you want to catch more 40k content, subscribe to the channel. So with regards to the loadout, we're going to be running the Mark IV Combat Blade with Flesh Tearer and Precognition. This knife, and I appreciate you thinking, Mr. Warhammies, why are you using a knife on a Psyker build? Well, the reason for this is the mobility aspect. Annoyingly, I don't have a knife rolled with any high mobility with this level of kind of blessings. Frustrating, I know. But the reason for this knife is to allow us to get out of dodge when issues happen. And now the primary weapon that we're going to be using is the Electrokinetic Force Staff. Now, the two blessings you're going to want on this are Surge and Warp Nexus. If you can start leveling it up to get the perks of extra range critical chance and critical hit damage, it will just make the build more powerful. And I'll show you in the testing as to why this is. In terms of curios, you can run what you want, but I like the max 3 stamina just to kind of give that combat blade a little bit of extra sprint. Some toughness because we're going to be doing some range damage and we need the extra shields. And then just some 21% max health. So moving on to the talents, we're going to be going down a bit of an odd route. So firstly, we're going to pick up Soul Stealer, and this is just because we're going to be doing a lot of warp attacks. Then we're going to pick up Metal, because we're going to be doing criticals. Then Perfect Timing. So we're just going to get some additional warp damage on critical hit. Move down here. Now I like to pick up Smite over Assail, but the point is we're not going to be picking up any of the bonuses of these. So take your pick between the two of them, but I prefer Smite. Then pick up the Toughness Damage Reduction. Then Mind in Motion, because we're going to want to keep our movement speed up, and Toughness Damage Reduction. Now here, this is the new Psyker skill tree, so we're just going to dart left here, and we're just going to pick up Perilous Assault, which gives us some extra weapon swap speed as our peril increases. Then Channeled Force. Now Channeled Force, we're not really going to be using the charged attacks of the staff very often. However, if we need to, it gives us an additional buff to our basic attack. Then we're going to pick up Empiric Shock, which just means essentially every time our 4-star's primary attack damages an enemy, they take more damage. I'll show you in testing why this is going to be so effective. So hop back and pick up Precedence. We need this for the critical hit chance. This build is all about doing criticals. Then we're going to want to head down, get the range damage boost, and this time we're going to pick up critical hits make you count dodging against ranged attacks for 1 second. Now this is because as we're doing ranged attacks, we're going to be getting critical hits pretty much every second, which means we're going to be dodging everything. Now, Scryer's Gaze is an absolute monster in this build, because it gives us that 20% critical chance and the additional damage boost. However, we're not going to pick up everything on Scryer's Gaze. We're only going to get Reality Anchor to reduce our peril generation, and then Warp Unbound. Now, Warp Unbound is a fantastic new point on the Scryer's Gaze tree, which allows us to essentially prevent overloading from perils of the warp. It's really useful, however, it appears to be currently bugged, so if you use your charged staff attack while at critical peril in the lingering effect, you will go down. However, that's not part of this build. Just make sure not to do it, because there have been times where I've had a little whoopsie and accidentally blown myself up. Moving to the left, critical hit chance. We're going to need some more of that. Get the health. Now pick up Warp Rider. Because we're going to be running at such a high level of peril, we're wanting as many bonuses and buffs as we can get to that high level of peril. Then less peril generation is always good. Coil speed, we're going to need that. Toughness damage reduction. Now, out of the two here, Penetration of the Soul and Empiric Resolve, we don't really need Penetration of the Soul because our attacks are going to deal with most of the heavily armoured enemies quite easily. So, pick up Empiric Resolve, which is all about less peril generation, which means we can hit between that 75 additional rate much higher, which allows us to do more damage, more critical chance, all of that. Head down, pick up Toughness boost, and we're going to be running Warp Siphon. So, reason for this is because we're going to be wanting peril generation reduction, additional base damage, and then just soaring up to 6 charges. Now, when we use our combat ability, we'll pretty much be getting it back as soon as it ends, because we can make Scryer's Gaze last for a significant amount of time in this build. Let's pop over for testing. To quickly run through the weapons in this build, we've got the knife, which has, I like the Mark IV because it's got that sweep, but you can run the Mark III if you want, but the main reason is for the dodging and the speed that we have. In terms of sprinting with the efficiencies we have, we can sprint for a fair while. But what I want to do is show you just the damage of the base attack first. Now this is without the additional crit bonus from Scryer's Gaze. As you can see, we can keep on spamming this. It's also effective against maulers. Now this is without any additional rending buffs. But when we pop Scryer's Gaze, what we can do is we'll actually get an increase in that crit chance. Meaning our basic staff attack that we can absolutely spam will kill enemies. Now with the quell speed on the staff, I can turn around and consistently hit multiple enemies. It's good against maniacs. And here we go, Ragers. Ragers are an absolute pain when dealing with. However, this staff build with a critical chance and the extra damage, we can do loads to them, even the armoured ones. Now when our perils hit maximum, as you can see, I can absolutely spam fire this staff. However, if I use a charged attack, I'll go down. That's an important point to remember in this build. But that's it. This build is really nice and really simple. The last little bit is if we do come across armoured enemies, the primary attack isn't very good against them. So I'd recommend just charge up your staff as normal, and you kill them quite quickly. Same goes for the Ogrins with the shield. The Reapers, on the other hand, just spam fire into them. But there we go. That's it to the Warp Rider build. The main thing is, try not to go down by blowing yourself up. Here we go. Looks like we've got a fun little team. And let's go. The main thing is, the knife in this build is used to kind of get from point A to B. But I can't wait to show you the staff. Good old knife zealot. Let's go. So as you can see, sprinting with the staff out is not viable. So what we're going to do is switch and just start spam firing. That is all we're going to do. Activate Scryer's Gaze, get the extra critical chance, and you'll realise quite quickly this is an effective way to deal with enemies. And then just squirrel when you get to high levels, and just keep on flinging shots out. I mean, I'd recommend using the charge ability on the staff when you get to that stage. But, because we've got the Scryer's Gaze perk there, we can keep on utilising our attack at 100% peril. It's going to run out before we hit that though. But make sure when you're managing that. Oh. And what we're going to use, just use the knife to get out of dodge. Oh. Too many muties. Where's that box burster? Alright. Oh! Oh dear. Oh really, with the new Psyker skill tree, you're able to get such good damage with this staff through critical damage. And your Scryer's Gaze will regen really quickly, so all you have to do is just loose shots off. And as you can see, it causes enemies to be suppressed as well. So you're constantly just loosing off rounds towards them. Oh. Bad time to get a good old Chaos Spawn. So what we're going to do is, because we've popped our Scryer's Gaze, we can just keep on loosing off shots. Being conscious of when it runs out. Okay, we need to dodge back around. Oh, don't grab it. How am I still alive? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, rats. I heard that. Oh no. The flamer's gonna... Oh, ow. What's the dude with crack grenades this whole time? Oh dear. It's good to know that my Scry's gaze is still going up. Now, the main thing is to remember is when you're using that ability for Scry's gaze, do not charge your staff attack, because it will cause you to go down. I don't know why. There's a bit of a weird bug at the moment. But I don't know whether it, like, tips it over the threshold. But you can absolutely loose off rounds. I am going to hit... Oh. A lot of little healing points. But when we deal with enemies like this, we can just use the staff normally. But I would strongly recommend you can keep on popping Scry's gaze really without penalty on this build. And it's really fun. It's an effective way to... Oh! Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll be a little bit naughty. They haven't used it up, and we use the next one. Wouldn't normally. It's my own fault for shooting a burster at point blank range, but... The main thing about this build as well is there's no ammo. So you can just consistently loose off rounds in their general direction. And every time we get a crit, we're going to be hitting with 2. Oh. Demon host that way. Won't be going that way, that's for sure. Switch to your knife to catch up with the team. Okay, and now it's popped. Just keep on firing. Just again, be conscious of that Scry's gaze because we don't want to be going down because of a warp explosion. Yeah, no, I used to absolutely hate the staff attack until I suddenly saw this build. So here's a Razor, and we've just done that. You know. And then we've got the knife for any sort of close combat bits. We'll go and assist the team. And we just consistently fire into hordes. We'll just carry on. But yeah, the build is really effective at just, you know, being really simple to understand. You pop Scry's gaze, get that increased crit chance. I do like the new skins as well on the weapons. A lot of people think they look like candy canes. I do see it. Well, if we've got dogs... Easiest thing to do is just going to be to wait up here until the wave's done. Might as well. As you can see. Oh. Need to get off this rock. A lot of gas. So what we can do is switch to just a smite to deal with these dogs. And that's why I prefer it over the assail. Just because of the capacity it gives you just for that extra crowd control. Because we can do the damage to ranged enemies. That's not an issue. Oh. This build will start to hurt your hand after a while. It's, Oh. Trying to... Oh. Anyone got the first bolts? Okay. Right. Start doing the objective, because otherwise we're going to get caught here. Nope. Yeah, I heard that coming. Just switch, but even our primary attack's enough to deal with them. You get a few criticals off, you're all good. Oh dear. But if we're stuck in a melee pinch, we can still pop Scry's gaze. And each one of these shots will pretty much kill a basic enemy. Frustratingly, they don't have any pierce associated with them, so they do end up getting stuck on individual enemies, but with double attack, it'll just chew through them quickly. Oh, I forgot. I can use the ability. I had that panic moment there and think, oh, Scry's Gaze is about to kill me. Try and sprint past, get back to the team. Trap her somewhere. But the combat knife's really effective way to just kind of zip around. Because the one thing this build will lack is the mobility. Okay, get the other one. Oh, taking a fair amount of damage here. Like most Psyker builds, you will be relatively weak, like a glass cannon. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Once I had a game on this map where a mutant threw me into that fan and I died instantly. But this is a very nice and simple Psyker build. There's not a lot to remember. You just spam basic fire. Oh. Whoa! It's a lot of cox gas. Oh, while we wait, we can still get stacks as far as goes. But what we can do, as you can see, there's just unlimited range on these attacks as well. So we can just pop this, hit maximum stacks, and just keep on firing that direction. Just being conscious of when it's going to run out. Alright, we'll head down. As you can see, just clip in the back. And when we come against enemies like this, just use the regular staff attack, because it's still really powerful. Alright, we just catch up with the team, so switch to the knife. Scrapper somewhere. Where is it? Oh, plus two. Oh, yeah, it was going to be the death of me. I did see a med syringe, though. I saw it and I was like, probably should have looked. Oh, well. That's my own fault. Got greedy for the crafting materials. And I think that's a med syringe. Oh, I'll use that at the right time. That could have gone wrong. Damaged him. Oop. Oh, and knew it was going to happen. Don't throw me off. There we go. Keep on firing. I know my team are dealing with... Hey, look. I have no idea what my Scry's Gaze is at, so I don't want to accidentally kill myself. Okay, it's gone. Right. It's a lot of healing this game. I don't particularly want to be taking it from a team. I need to get my hands on that double-barreled shotgun. Was that the bolter? Oh. I can't tab that fast. pop Scryer's Gaze to get a 20% extra crit chance. There we go, look at that. Nice efficient ways to kill enemies. And when you get the crit chance, you just do so much damage. Like that. That's a grenade. Right, catch up with the rest of the team. Switch your weapon. And catch up. Zoom zoom. Can't get to him. Needs to hop down. Where are these? And that's the perk about this build. Because there's no ammo, you can absolutely just lose shots. Like foe. And I'm killing things. No idea what I'm killing, but I'm killing stuff. There we go. But you can see it causes them to become suppressed as well. It's great fun. My right finger is really hurting though. This build is an absolute nightmare on controller. Ooh. Oh no, oh, I used it stupidly. I did the one thing I said not to do and utilised the charge attack when I was on critical peril. Hopefully the team can get me. It's nice to know our knife zealot is not coming to assist. Ah, well, the own fault for going down. That one is entirely on me. Yes, you beautiful Ogrin. Yes. Continue to spam fire. There we go. Where is that box burster coming from? There, one from either side. Right, back to the knife. And just, I guess just sprint up with a knife at this point. No point sitting on top level peril. Oh. I don't know if I've done this mission on Auric Damnation. Start clearing them. Not a lot of extra damage there. Alright, this is a terrible place to stand in this finale. Too many enemies coming in from too many sides. One thing we can do to increase the damage of this attack is just to do that. Gets 30% extra damage boost. Oh, no. Oh, wrong. Wanted to switch. Did not want to charge my star. There we go. Get rid of him. Behind us. Oh, where's that teammate down? Oh. No, don't want to be stood in that fire. Using this build to get some very bad Psyker habits of utilising attacks on full peril. But no, it is a fun little nifty build, and it's an easy one to play. It's just making sure that you know when your Scryer's Gaze is running out. Let's go get him. Oh, let's go. Just fire off so many shots. But yeah, these shots have unlimited range, so. But anyways, that's the build for you guys. It's a nice, simple and quick one. It is really just about utilising crit chance on a Psyker to get double shots, which do about 800 damage apiece. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to catch more 40k content, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next build video.